I'm Susan with Mommy High Five, and today we're going to talk about the Gabb Watch 2. We decided a few years ago that we wanted to be able to keep track of our kids, but they were not ready for cell phones. So we bought a Gabb Watch, and it has been fantastic. Recently we updated and decided to go with the Gabb Watch 2, which has been equally as good and better in some respects. So I'm going to tell you a few of the things that I love about the Gabb Watch. First of all, it has a whitelist for contacts, meaning that I decide who can contact the watch and who can be contacted by the watch. So I can control who is communicating with my child. I can also control when the watch can be used. So during school hours, I can have it locked and then it's not a distraction during school. During school, however, if there is an emergency, the child can use the SOS to contact a parent if needed. I love that the watch has GPS. So I can get on the app, the parent app, and see where my child is at any time. I can also set up a safe zone. So when say my child is at school, I can set up a parameter around the school that's the safe zone. And whenever they leave the safe zone, then I get an alert. A safe zone can also be home. So when my child leaves school, I get an alert that they've left the safe zone. And then as soon as they're home, I get another alert saying your child is home. So that time that they're on the bus or walking home from school, I can still see where they are, but I know that they're on their way home. I know that they've left those or entered those safe zones. Here is the parent app. This map shows me where my devices are, and this circle shows me that they're in the safe zone. So I know where they are and that they are where they're supposed to be. If they leave the safe zone, I get a message saying that they have left the safe zone. So here I am in the parent app, and I have all of these options that I can do with the watch. If I go here to Gabb Go, I can make assignments for my child to complete so that they can play the Gabb Go game. When the child finishes the task, they check it off on their watch, and then I can approve it on my app so that they can play the game. One of the best things in my mind about the Gabb Watch 2 is that when my child sends me a text message, it shows up in my phone as a regular text message. And a lot of the competitors don't have that. So with the competitors, when your child sends you a text message, it goes to the parent app. And then you don't get that notification immediately that's like a text message. We had a problem with that when we were using a competitor's watch, and my child was trying to get a hold of me, and I didn't see it because it didn't come through as a regular text message. It just went to the app. So we decided that Gabb was a better option for us, and it's been a good reassurance to my child to know that I'm going to get that message right away, and we're not going to have a problem again with me not knowing that my child is trying to contact me. One thing to know is that with the Gabb Watch, the child can only send preset text messages. So Gabb has some messages that are already set, that are things like, when are you picking me up? I'm home, call me, those types of things. If there's something else you want your child to be able to text to you, you can go into the parent app and create your own customized texts that they can send. Or if there's something they need to relay to you that they can't send in a preset text message, they can send a recorded voice message to you that will come through just as audio on your phone to let you know what it is that they want to say. The Gabb Watch 2 runs off of the Gabb Wireless network, which means that you buy the watch from Gabb itself. You can't use your own carrier for it. However, Gabb has really good coverage. It runs off Verizon towers, so we live really in the middle of nowhere, and the coverage has been excellent with Gabb. So we've been very pleased with that. So Gabb has different plan options. If you would like to have just a month-to-month option with Gabb, it's going to be more expensive than if you sign a 1 or a 2-year contract with them. So just be aware that those are all options for you. The payment for the Gabb Watch is separate than the actual plan that you will be charged monthly. One thing my kids love about the Gabb Watch is the band options. And this is really fun. A lot of the competitors have really boring watch bands, and Gabb has recently come out with some great colors and themes. They've got some really fun Star Wars watch bands, and they've also come out with Velcro versions, which is really great, especially for younger kids who have such small wrists that it's easier for them to keep it on their wrist, and it's also easier for them to put it on themselves than trying to finagle the regular watch band. With the whitelist contacts, Gabb does not allow you to use the watch to call 911. And that's been a big concern for parents. So one thing that we found that works in case of an emergency, you can put a contact as your local police department, so your child can call the police if there is a problem. In conclusion, the Gabb Watch 2 is a great product to keep your kids safe. You can have confidence that it's going to do what it says it's going to do. Check out our link in the video description for the best possible deal available.